Hello and welcome to another Overlord lore video, and today we are going to take a look at how the beings of the New World perceive the Sorcerer King Ainz Ooal Gown. But before we discuss the dark and enigmatic appearance of our Overlord, let's welcome the dark and enigmatic Patreons who support this channel and thank them for it. Now to the topic at hand. The perception of the New World is that of a classical villain, an ancient being that came from a place so dark and cruel that they couldn't even understand it. With powers, they have no idea how they work, and with an army seemingly poised to conquer the New World. It's basically like new people perceiving the work of Tolkien after Lord of the Rings became a smash hit and blockbuster because of just how awesome it had been adapted. I mean, even George R. R. Martin had been inspired to write after reading Tolkien in his youth, and Game of Thrones mimics the success of the Lord of the Rings movies as a TV series. And if we think about Tolkien, we think about Lord of the Rings, Gandalf, the Ainz Ooal, Sauron, Saruman. Although we have to pause a moment to picture who is who, and of course, the One Ring. But as someone who has just watched Lord of the Rings, we wouldn't know who Morgoth is, or why he needs more goths, what the Silmarils are, or how they are connected to Kazuma from Konosuba, why they came to existence, nor what a Maiar or Arnor is, or that with most of Mordor being just good old Ash Waste, the only region truly capable of mass food production had been Nirn. And this right here is just how Platinum Dragonlord likely perceives Ainz. He understands that he is different, that his kind had twisted the magic of the dragons, that his tier magic had done something to his wild magic, and that players are powerful enough to almost wipe out dragons, the former rulers of the New World, from the face of it. Likewise, there is some knowledge in the New World about players, about a certain species of mysterious beings with powers far too great for any climb to even understand, with great powers either used for creation or for destruction, for defense or attack, as Platinum and Evil I have witnessed during the war against the evil spirits. But even their knowledge about players is still limited. They don't understand where players really hailed from, what Yggdrasil really means. Both the Legend and the DMMORPG, the Dive Massive Multiplayer Online Role-Playing Game, it isn't understood by any of the New Worlders, with Platinum even stating that he wished that the leader of the 13 heroes would have revealed more information about it. But even then, the stark contrast between magic and technology is probably too much to wrap one's mind around if one had spent centuries viewing the world, and by extent any world and isekai person, through this magical lens. Likewise, it is unclear if Platinum acknowledges the failure of his father, the ritual, or rather the failed ritual by the Dragon Emperor, that has supposedly caused the appearance of the Yggdrasil players. And while Platinum's knowledge is limited at best, perceiving players as powerful entities hailing from a different plane of existence, for the average New Worlder it's like meeting a Ainz Ooal as a hobbit. You're living peacefully and happily in your village, enjoying all of the big and hairy hobbit feat, witnessing scenes more explicit than any movie directed by Quentin Tarantino, and suddenly a faceless rider asks you for direction. You have no idea who he is, why the hoof of the horse are so cruelly nailed, or why he has no face, and such a pained, ghostly voice, full of evil and melancholy. At best you realize that this guy and his horse is too strong for you, and that it is best to do as you are bid by it. But you have no understanding who Ainz Ooal Gown really is, why he has such a powerful army of the undead, why his servants can cut through armies like a knife through molten butter, or why he established the Sorcerer Kingdom in the first place. You are reliant on rumors that traders have brought, who unbeknownst to you might have never even entered the Sorcerer Kingdom in the first place out of fear of being outright killed. Or they say unbelievable things, claiming it is a nice, orderly and prosperous place to live with all different species in peace, which is absurd from your point of view, since ogres and goblins were for example a constant threat to your very life, thus leaving you in utter disbelief and ignorance. Or they claim that the Sorcerer King is poised for world conquest, and that Rhys Ties is just the beginning. You have no way to verify any of this, and all of your understanding you could even achieve would be wrong. Not even the Floor Guardians, his closest advisors, are aware of what Ainz Ooal Gown's true intentions are. No one understands how much he misses his guildmates, and how he intends to make Irantel a realm where everyone can prosper, a paradise on earth that people would proud of, his Project Utopia, just in order to impress people, to get them to speak positively about his realm, to honor his guild. And the only person from the New World who has developed a special relationship with Ainz, who seems to understand the surface of Ainz Ooal Gown's character, is a fanatic zealot, corrupted by the Sorcerer King, a pious preacher who can't be wrong because that would be unjust, and Ainz Ooal Gown is justice. Or she is seen as a tool, as she is seen by the Floor Guardians, who believe that their Overlord is an evil mastermind, and that all his kindness are just clever deceptions in a truly brilliant master plan carried out over the span of 10,000 years. Ainz is seen as many things, as a conqueror, as an antithesis to life itself, as a kind and gentle overlord and savior of Karn, as the brilliant leader of the supreme beings, as a great threat to the new world, as a brilliant politician and schemer, and as justice, but never as the lonely person in need of friends and company he truly is. Thank you very much for watching, and special thanks to Betgayi, Ben C, Chrissy, Sia, Death is Mercy, Dystopia the Second, Feral Shivan, Guy with That Head, Hector Marino, Hoss, Haster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, Kratos, Chromius, Legendarius, Lelouch V Britannia with a mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Mavchew, Mr. Shoes, Michael R, Michael Y, O'Kill, Paddy Pantom, Primus 11, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Texas Deer, the Orc Warboss, Rock Ed Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Venture Fanatic, Wave of Manga, Wilhelm, and Zonagon. Thanks guys, and welcome to our 2 new Patreons. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video. Over and out.